A couple of days before the 2019 NBA All-Star Game, Basketball Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen stated that LeBron James lacks the clutch gene which Kobe Bryant possessed in his career. On the very next day, sports analyst Chris Broussard replied to Scottie's statement, saying that LeBron had a better field goal percentage than Kobe in two clutch situations, including potential go-ahead shots in the dying seconds of playoff games. Hi everybody, this is Anthony, and in my third NBA talk, I'm going to compare the clutch performances of Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Although the Black Mamba walked away from the game in 2016, the Kobe-LeBron rivalry is still active nowadays, not on the courts but in the media. Now keep in mind that this video is about two special situations. The clutch time, defined by the plays in the last 5 minutes of regulation or overtime, in which neither team is up by more than 5 points, and the super clutch time, defined by the plays in the last 30 seconds of regulation or overtime, in which the opposing team is up by 3 or less or the game is tied. And now, let the talk begin. Starting with the assists. As a point forward, LeBron's clutch game has been about making the right plays. Although he was his team's leading scorer, he assisted a lot of big shots as well, even when he had a modest supporting cast, averaging more than 9 clutch dimes per 36 minutes in the 2008-9 season. His resume includes multiple game-winning dishes, like the kick-out passes to Ray Allen in the 2012-13 season, in which LeBron averaged a career high of 11 assists per 36 minutes of clutch play. He also fed Chris Bosh with a huge pass in Game 2 of the 2014 Finals. However, there were times when his decision-making backfired on his teams, as he overpassed to his teammates with the game on the line, even when he had the hottest hand. For example, in Game 1 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals, he had a great chance to tie the game with a layup, but passed the ball to Daniel Marshall, who had missed the corner 3. Then in a 2012 game in Utah, although he had 35 points on 67% shooting, including 17 points in the fourth quarter, he passed the ball to Udonis Haslem for the last shot. On the other hand, Kobe often wanted to take the big shots, even when he wasn't the primary scoring threat on his team, and missed a lot of great passing options in money time. In the second game of the 2009 NBA Finals, Kobe had 3 open teammates on the perimeter, but decided to take a heavily contested pull-up that would be blocked by Hedo Turkoglu. It doesn't deny the fact that he did assist some huge baskets, and no NBA fan can forget his lob to Shaq in Game 7 of the 2000 series against Portland, but there were instances where he passed the ball just to get it back. Ironically, it happened in Game 7 of the 2010 Finals, and on this play, Ron Artest took the shot anyway, scored the biggest basket of his career, and made a post-game statement you just can't miss.
And he passed me the ball. He never passed me the ball. And he passed me the ball. Kobe passed me the ball.
Statistically speaking, considering what's been said so far, it is no surprise that this table shows that LeBron averaged more dimes in these special situations than Kobe. Let's compare their performances at the foul line. It is no secret that free throws have been a problem for LeBron James, and the clutch foul shots were no exception, as he shot below 70% in 6 seasons, including 3 of the last 4.
I'm garbage. Yeah, I suck from the free throw line right now.
In fact, it is also known that LeBron changed his free throw routine numerous times, and in the 2016-17 season, he tried 18 freaking routines. There were even times he changed it in the same game or between 2 straight foul shots. To make matters worse, this issue affected his mindset in that season, especially in the final minute of one-possession games, in which LeBron took 61% of his shots from the perimeter to avoid getting trips to the line. As a result, he finished the season with only 2 free throws in these do-or-die situations. I repeat, 2 free throws. Although some of his misses at the line cost his team's games, King James had some great memories as well. For example, he sealed the deal in Game 2 of the 2012 Finals with 2 free throws, and with 24 seconds remaining in Game 7 of the 2013 Finals, he hit 2 others and smashed any hopes of a Spurs comeback as hard as you can smash that like button. On the other hand, Every fan remembers the moment when the Black Mamba nailed clutch free throws on a torn Achilles tendon and made them look as easy as subscribing to the channel. In clutch time, he had a success rate of over 90% in 3 seasons. His NBA archive includes 4 free throws in the last 13 seconds of the 2000 finals and another pair of foul shots to get to 60 points in his farewell game. Kobe's still human though, as he had some downs too. His biggest disappointment at the line came in Game 2 of the 1999 Western Conference Semis. The Lakers were so close from stealing the home court advantage from the San Antonio Spurs, and instead of extending the lead to 3 points, Kobe missed both free throws and the Spurs would eventually win this game. Let's take a look at the free throw statistics in the following special situations. As we can see, both players almost averaged the same number of attempts in most of them. As for LeBron, his career averages don't look really bad, with the exception of the super clutch time in the regular season. At the end of this section, it is clear that Kobe wins the free throw comparison. Let's move now to the shooting percentages. It is well known that Kobe and LeBron had different scoring styles, and in clutch time, each one of them had his own way of putting the ball in the basket. As we all know, LeBron's combination of size, strength and speed allows him to overpower his men when he drives to the rim, and it is very risky for the opponents to send help defenders because of LeBron's ability to find the open man and to create three-point shots for reliable spot-up shooters around him like Ray Allen and Kai Korver. Moreover, the addition of the post-game to his offense allowed him to take advantage of his matchups near the basket. As a result, his interior game was so efficient that in the last 12 seasons, he managed to make 66% of the clutch shots he took inside the restricted area and scored about 70% of his clutch points in the paint and at the foul line. His clutch jump shooting was not consistent though, as he had his ups and downs from mid-range and the perimeter, where his shooting percentage was way below the league average in some seasons and way above the league average in other ones. Let's recall some of his best clutch memories. In the clutch time of Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals, he single-handedly stole the home court advantage from the Pistons, scoring the last 25 points for his Cavs on 82% shooting, including the right-handed slam that forced overtime and the game-winning layup at the end of the second overtime. Then in a 2018 season game against Minnesota, he had 12 points on 83% shooting in 9 minutes of clutch play, including the triple that tied the game in the final minute of regulation and the turnaround fadeaway that gave the Cavs a 2-point win. On the other hand, Kobe's playing style was more predictable than LeBron's, as he was much more likely to shoot than to pass when he had the ball. Theoretically, his clutch game could have been way easier to defend, since the only thing defenders had to think about was forcing low-quality jump shots, which even seemed impossible to make for most of the players. Surprisingly, what seemed to be a terrible shot for us was often a great shot for Kobe, who complicated matters by making a lot of them. And that kind of shots earned him the reputation as one of the greatest impossible shot makers in NBA history, if not the greatest. In spite of that, there were times when his shot selection in clutch time backfired on his team and other times when some of his teammates bailed him out. In his 20-year career, Kobe almost scored as many clutch points from mid-range as he did in the paint. Excluding the 2000-01 season, his best clutch shooting days came from 2007 to 2010, in which he shot 45% from the field and 38% from three-point land, and the fact that he took 70% of his clutch shots from mid-range and the perimeter makes his field goal percentage look more impressive. Let's relive some of his memorable clutch performances. In Game 4 of the 2000 Finals, although Kobe was playing on a bad ankle that Jalen Rose had injured 2 games earlier, he had a heroic performance with 10 clutch points on 71% shooting, and after Shaq had fouled out in overtime, he carried the Lakers on his shoulders with courageous jump shots and a huge putback that extended the lead to 3 with 5.9 to go. Fast forward to March 2007, 3 years after killing the Trailblazers with 2 impossible shots in Portland, Kobe destroyed them in another overtime game with 21 clutch points on 75% shooting and made the strap at the corner look meaningless. Let's take a look at the following field goal statistics. It is surprising that in some of these situations, LeBron averaged more attempts than Kobe, but the fact that LeBron had the better percentages reflects the quality of his shot selection in comparison with Kobe's. The field goal percentage matters especially in the super clutch time, in which the team on offense needs one shot to force overtime or to win the game, because it informs us of the probability of a shot from the field going in. To find out who the more efficient scorer was, we need to check out these true shooting percentages, which take into account free throws, two-pointers, and three-pointers. The numbers tell that LeBron is clearly the more efficient scorer, despite his struggles at the free throw line, especially because Kobe relied so heavily on long twos, which have the same potential reward as a layup, but nearly the same probability of success as a three-point shot. At the end of this video, it is safe to say that LeBron has been a better performer in the clutch than Kobe Bryant, especially because of his exceptional physical attributes and efficient decision-making. However, LeBron's career isn't over yet, and if you consider his age, it is likely that some of his career averages and percentages will drop in the coming years. At the end of his career, who will go down as the better clutch performer? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.